Here we have a new 2026 Chevy Trax. This one comes in the active trim level, front wheel drive, sterling gray metallic is the paint, and then we do have jet black with yellow stitching Evotex interior. For the powertrain, we get a 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. And I really like the active trim here. We get the LED daytime running lights as opposed to the halogen lights we get on the lower trims, and love the front fascia. It's just a really, really nice front end here. As we come around to these wheels, these are going to be 18-inch gloss black aluminum wheels, and the design there, very nice. Passive keyless entry on the front, and then to the door panel, power door lock controls, power mirror controls, rear window lock out there, and then we do have express down on all 4 doors. Bottle holders there, and this trim is really nice. I like how they did that, the yellow stitching that matches the seats. And again, the accents throughout are just really nice for this trim level. Headlamp controls are there. Hood release. We get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. Here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Trax today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I do have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're going to check out the legroom sitting behind myself here. And pretty impressive, really impressive, honestly. With a USB-C, USB-A charge port there, storage, seat back pocket on this side, and there's a view of the front from back here. Lights, and there's the look at the middle seat there. And then we have a grab handle. If you want to hang a shirt or a pair of pants there, you can, no problem. It's kind of dark outside, so I'm trying to keep it lit. Manual child locks, lock, unlock there. Fuel filler, this will do E85 or gas, so having the flex fuel on this is really nice, especially as you know, we're going through what we're going through with Iran right now, and gas prices have shot up, so it's nice to be able to have that E85 flex fuel capability. There's the exhaust. But I like the back end. It'd be an easy replacement, I think, to put LED bulbs in here, but other than that, I mean, I really like the design itself of the back. But here's a look at the cargo space behind the second row. Top tethers for the car seats are integrated on the back of the seats themselves. Side pocket here, spare tire there. And then as we come around to the rear passenger side, we can fold these seats down on either side by pressing in. The seats will fold flat. You can run longer objects through to the front. And then just make sure the seat belt's out the way, but other than that, pretty easy to get the seat back into place. It'll lock in. And then your lower anchors are behind these covers. It's kind of hard to see back in there, but right in there. And then to the front passenger seat, manual seat back, seat bottom here, glove compartment with an owner's manual, and there's the trim. And then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. Before we hop in the driver's seat, just gonna show off the blinkers. And I apologize, it's kind of foggy out. Condensation's kind of messing me up just a tad, but not too bad. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat now. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here, heated, which is really nice. There's the horn. Over here to the radio, we get wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. You can pull up the climate controls here. We also have buttons and knobs down below, which I'll show you in a minute. But you can adjust your fan speed. I guess you can only do it by doing that. I was thinking you could press in there, but no, you just have to use these little toggles on either side. Fan direction, you can change temperature. And then your settings go in here, and you can adjust your language as well as your units of measurement by going down here. And I like that you can either scroll here or you can actually go through the screen yourself. And then your vehicle settings include rear seat reminder, teen driver. Your apps are there. And then the audio settings, you can go through your AM, FM, XM radio. You can add your device for Bluetooth. If you want to toggle your traction control, you can do that. Stability control as well. And then we have our tire pressure monitors, oil life, air filter life, and the gauges there, trip meter as well. Now backup cameras here, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. If you want to turn those off, just press this volume knob over here, which is nice, and you can click it to mute. But down here, single zone automatic climate controls, we can adjust the fan speed again from the buttons and knobs here if we don't want to use that screen. So auto, we can toggle 3-stage heated seats as well. Change your fan direction, cut the whole system on or off. Hazards are here. And then down here, USB-C, USB-A duo, 12 volt. Little storage while your phone's on the charger. And then here we have the auto stop if you want to turn that off. And then the lane keeping system, you can toggle that. Now it won't let me turn this on or off because we are in the transport mode. So there are a few things that won't function as they should, but no big deal. For the shifter, you just press that button on the back, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you have your low gear there, and you can toggle what gear you're in, pressing that button in. And then our electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Bottle holders, center console cubby space. We have an additional storage pocket there. And there's a look at the back seat from up here. OnStar's here, lights are there. And then vanity mirror right in there, no light. Back up front, left side stalk blinkers, high beams, and then we can toggle the automatic high beams there. And then right side stalk intermittent wipers, one time off, intermittent low high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here, rear wiper, intermittent on there. Push back for the rear fluid, pull up for the front. Now behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle our track list, radio station presets. Behind on the right side, volume up, volume down. And then over to the steering wheel, the front side, toggle the cruise here, hold this cancel button to go between regular and adaptive. And then we can toggle the speed, forward collision alert, and the adaptive cruise gap adjust is there. And then on this side, voice recognition, mute button. And then when we're not in transport mode, we can toggle the audio sources or the phone here and use this as a scroll bar. And then if you want to change the gauge faces, you just hold this down and it'll go between those. Again, in transport mode, we can't do that. Push button starts here. And then finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Chevy Trax Active out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Trax Active, we have the turbocharged 3-cylinder with the 6-speed. Even though it's the more traditional powertrain with the turbo lag and all that, it takes some getting used to. I think it's relatively fun to drive for the type of vehicle that it is, but again, there's a learning curve just a tad to how it accelerates. It's not like a naturally aspirated 2-liter, or, I think about the Hyundai Kona as a direct competitor. It doesn't drive as linear as that does, even though that has a variable transmission. The 2-liter 4-cylinder just feels more, again, linear. So this here with the turbocharger, when that kind of does its thing, you can feel that pull as opposed to when you're lowering the RPMs. Here we go. So quick pull there. Wasn't flooring it by any means, but I was trying to push it just a tad. And I think the power here is really good when you think about this being under $29,000, having a turbo 3-cylinder. You're getting 30 plus miles per gallon. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro again for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, just a tad windy out today, but you know, easy to control the vehicle. It's not going in and out of the lines, not, you know, difficult to keep straight. And the wind noise itself, not intrusive as I'm driving down the interstate here. And overall, I like the driving dynamics in terms of the brake pedal feel, the gas pedal feel. The steering, I think, is just sporty enough for this trim level without being too tight. But I mean, it's a Chevy Trax. In terms of the driving dynamics overall, it's not driving like a Camaro, but I like how it is driving based on this being a compact SUV. Now, I just sat at that prior light for 2 minutes, and I don't have the climate controls on or anything, but I do have the heated steering wheel on, and I'm just really impressed with how the auto stop stayed on the entire time. So engine didn't have to cut on or anything like that. And that's really where you're able to get a lot of these fuel savings, specifically in the city. Whenever you hit a stop, the auto stop comes on, and you're not necessarily burning a lot of gas coming from a stop because you're only having 3 cylinders. You're not having a V8, even a V6. So for the money, I just think this is a solid vehicle if you're looking for something like this. If you just want basic transportation, you want something that looks good, has heated seats, has a heated steering wheel, your wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. But this updated interior really makes this that much better of a choice. I just really like the screen, the knobs, the buttons, and then just having the all digital display for the gauge cluster, I think was a nice touch as well. But another big plus with the active trim is the yellow accents. Yellow's not my favorite color, but how they did this was just fantastic. It's just a really nice look, really cool design. And again, to be under $30,000 for a vehicle that looks like this, that's as efficient as this is, it's a good way to go, I think. Now, this dealer, Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, also includes a lifetime powertrain warranty on your engine, transmission, transaxle. So for whatever reason you're kind of skeptical about this 3-cylinder powertrain, you have that lifetime powertrain warranty. So if you were to have a catastrophic failure for whatever reason, that's covered under this warranty. But I've seen a lot of these with high miles. I know my brother has one of these. His is an LT or an LS, but still just not hearing a lot of problems out of these when it comes to the powertrain. So knock on wood, that hopefully will stay that way. But overall, I mean, just a solid vehicle, I think. Again, if you're trying to ball on a budget, if you will, this is a good way to do that. Just a looker, specifically in this active trim level, you know, newer body style, and Chevy just knocked it out of the park with this design. Kind of reminds me of when the 2016 Chevy Malibu came out, and the old one just looked a bit dated, but then you see the redesign, you're like, wow, I gotta have one of those. And that's what you get with this Trax, in my opinion. Just a nice look, love the updated interior, and for the money, one of those that's really hard to beat. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevy Trax Active.